Okay, now we are going to show you the calculation of the solar pump and the MPPT and the solar panel. Okay, for example, we take this MPPT pump solar charge controller for reference. And this one here, the model is 96 volt, and then the input voltage is minor than 185. According to the specification here, in fact, for this model, the rated voltage of the 96 and 110 volt, they are the same. So we can check from the user guide. We can check for the TP 110 for reference, and then the MPPT voltage range is 110 and then to 150. That means between this range, this is the best voltage of the solar panel input for this MPPT. Okay, so that means for this MPPT, the best range is between 110 to 150. And then now we take a look our pump, because our pump, you can see here. Can you see here the power? Sorry, the power of the solar pan, the pump. Can you see the power? The power is 1,300 watt. 1,300 watt for this pump. So this one is 1,300. We have another model. It's 1,500. So power of the pump, we have 1,300 watt and then 1,500 watt. So now, if we go to connect this MPPT with the pump, how can we calculate? How can we make the calculation and then can do the best connection for best efficiency? So we take the solar panel 265 watt for reference. For the 265 watt solar panel, normally the specification is for example, normally the short circuit current is 8.7 amps, and the open circuit voltage is 36.6 volt. This is the normal specification for reference. And then we need to know from the solar panel to the pump. For example, our pump is 1,300. That means we only connect 1,300 watt solar panel. Is that the best for the pump? Is that the best power for the pump? No. According to our experience, from the solar panel, the power of the solar panel times 1.3 or 1.5 is the best power for the pump. That means, for example, our pump is 1,300 watt. We can calculate times 1.5, and then we have the 1,950 watts. That's the best solar panel power for the solar pump. And then for the solar pump 1,500 watts, we times 1.5, and then is 2,250 watts. This is our best solar panel power for the pump. If you ask us why is 1.3, why is 1.5, we can only tell you this is our experience with many projects, many pumps. So this is our experience. So the best is 1.5 times. Okay. So now we know if for the 300 watts we need 1,950 watts. And then the MPPT range is this one, between 110 and 150. So we can do the calculation, and then we can do the connection diagram For example, if we make 3 pieces in series and then totally 6 pieces solar panel, that means 3 in series and then 2 in parallel. So that means we can have totally 109.8 volts and totally 1590 watts. So this connection is the best connection for the 1300 watt solar pump. And then for the 1500 watt pump, we can use another diagram. It's 4 in series and then 2 in parallel, totally 8 pieces. We can have 146 volts and then 2120 watts. So this one is best for 1500 pump. So this is only an example because maybe you have many different kinds of solar panel. Maybe you have not the 265, maybe you have 300, maybe you have 450 and something. The specification will be different. But if you know some important details, important specification, for example, the 1.5 tons, and then the MPPT range best, you can do the calculation by yourself. So that will be simple. And then last, most important, before you connect the solar panel with the MPPT, the most important is to test by the multimeter, the open circuit voltage of your solar panel, totally voltage of your solar panel, to make sure your total voltage is lesser. The total voltage is lesser than the maximum input voltage, and then the current is lesser than the maximum current, to make sure low damage. Make sure the voltage input and the current input are both lesser than the maximum of the MPPT. This is the most important. So last, when you connect, before you connect, you must check by the multimeter. As I know many people, they don't want to use the multimeter. That's no good. Okay, so if you have any question, you can feel free to contact us. We just take some example for your reference. And then for the solar product, we are professional. Thank you. This is Leo from BONJOUR SOLAR. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Bye-bye.